if there's a gun to your head, when are we gonna see the Shakur Tanks, the Shakur Devin, the Devin Tanks?
There's only one fight that is really
the one
that, like, if we like gonna be for real about it, like,
keep it on.
What's
like,
the fight?
my opinion, because we talking about like skill and like boxing, like all around boxing, right? Because we ain't talking about somebody that just got a good jab or what. We talking about like all around,
do everything.
Boxing. Me and Tank, the biggest fight.
That's the one.
It's the biggest fight in the world. Like, it's gonna be the biggest boxing fight in the world when it happens.
Y'all, what you think? Like 147, 140?
Nah, hell no.
135?
35, 40, I don't know. I can see it happening not too far in the future.
Really?
Yeah. I think Tank will sign that contract. Dang. And I'm going to sign a contract too, so it's like,
you don't get it.
The lightweight division is poised on the edge of transformation. On November 15th, Jervonta Tank Davis will step into the ring with Shakur Stevenson, a confrontation that has lingered in whispers, speculation, and measured expectation for years. The path to this moment has been shaped not only by public debate, but by the intricate orchestration of figures like Turkey Al-Sheikh, whose influence has brought some of boxing's largest events to life. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. For Tank Davis, this fight carries the weight of legacy. Every punch, every decision in the ring will be measured against the story of his career, the memory of a fighter who has often been defined by power, yet beneath that force lies a discipline and skill too easily overlooked. For Shakur Stevenson, the stakes are equally profound, a chance to claim certainty in a world that has long questioned him, to prove that mastery of strategy, timing, and movement can coexist with courage under threat. Even the presence of Floyd Mayweather, a figure whose shadow has loomed over both fighters, adds another layer of complexity to this meeting of wills. This is not a simple contest of strength against skill. It is the quiet, relentless confrontation between instinct and calculation, between the potential to end a fight in a heartbeat and the patience to wait for the precise opening. Tank's power is immediate, visible, undeniable, yet it exists alongside an understated sophistication in his technique. Stevenson, often described merely as defensive, brings a rhythm, a sharpness, a capacity to unsettle and respond in ways that evade observation until the consequences are felt. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. In the silence between the blows, the unresolved tension is palpable. Years of challenges, of claims and counterclaims, of careful observation, all lead to this moment. Each fighter carries not only physical preparation, but the weight of expectation, scrutiny, and the subtle, persistent pressure of proving oneself against the other. This is a meeting of extremes, a collision that demands more than strength or speed. It demands clarity under pressure, the endurance to maintain composure when every move is watched, every choice catalogued. The stage is set, yet the outcome remains unspoken. In the ring, as in life, it is often what is left unexpressed that carries the greatest weight. Technique, power, and perception often intersect in ways that are subtle, yet decisive. Observers note that Shakur Stevenson, despite his undeniable skill, moves with caution when confronted with the threat of a heavy punch. It is a careful calculation, a hesitation that carries weight precisely because Jervonta Tank Davis is widely regarded as one of the hardest hitters in the sport. Talent alone does not remove the human instinct to flinch, to retreat from potential harm, and in this context, that instinct becomes a point of vulnerability. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. Sparring sessions offer only fragments of truth. In measured rounds, each probing jab, each feint, reveals a rhythm and a pattern. Once that rhythm is read and anticipated, the margin for error narrows. There is a quiet tension in such moments, a reminder that confidence in skill is never absolute, and that even the most disciplined fighter must contend with fear, with uncertainty, and with the weight of expectations placed upon him. This matchup has been simmering for years. It is not merely a contest of fists. It is the culmination of observation, rivalry, and unresolved friction. Tank and Shakur have never shared common ground. Each public exchange, each pointed remark, Each deliberate provocation has built toward this inevitable confrontation. Their history is etched in subtleties, gestures, words, and the spaces between them. Questions of worth and reputation are never far from the narrative. Some have challenged Shakur's accomplishments, questioned his place in the sport, while others have dismissed Tank's motivations. The dispute is layered and persistent, rooted in perception as much as in performance. Claims of fear, of dominance, of mastery exist in conversation long before the first bell rings. And then there is Floyd Mayweather, whose presence complicates the landscape. Once a mentor and promoter to Tank Davis, he now aligns with Stevenson. Their shifting allegiances speak not only to strategy, but to the delicate, unspoken pressures of loyalty, expectation, and self-definition. What was once guidance has become tension. What was once certainty now demands recalibration. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. For both men, the ring will speak where words have failed. Beyond power, beyond defense, beyond acclaim, there lies the simple, inescapable test of presence, of composure, and of confronting the weight of history that has followed them to this moment. The dynamics between mentors and protégés are rarely simple, and in this case, the lines of loyalty and ambition have shifted in ways that few could have anticipated. Floyd Mayweather, once the guiding force behind Jervonta Tank Davis's rise, has now aligned with Shakur Stevenson. The man who helped shape Tank into a star is now standing beside the fighter who represents his greatest challenge, a quiet, unmistakable tension that complicates every calculation. When Mayweather names Stevenson as the best in the division, it carries weight not only as a statement of skill, but as a subtle, unspoken challenge, a reflection of fractured alliances and the personal stakes that extend far beyond rankings or titles. For Tank, the pressure is twofold. Before confronting Stevenson, he must navigate the immediate obstacle of Lamont Roach, a fighter who knows him intimately, who has been in camp with him, observed his habits, and learned the rhythm that defines him in the ring. Familiarity breeds understanding, and understanding breeds danger. Even a fighter as powerful as Tank is subject to the quiet uncertainty of anticipation. One misread punch, one lapse in concentration, and the outcome can shift in an instant. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. The choices Tank has made in recent matches reflect a tension between legacy and pragmatism. With only a handful of fights remaining before his planned retirement, the stakes are concentrated, compressed into each decision, each opponent selected, each fight avoided. Offers were made, opportunities extended, yet the trajectory is measured by more than contracts. It is measured by perception, by control, by the quiet assertion of autonomy in a world governed by negotiation and expectation. This is not merely a story of matches won or lost. It is a meditation on timing, on foresight, on the weight of unfinished business. Every decision echoes forward, shaping not just careers, but the narratives that will define them. And while the world waits to see the confrontation between Davis and Stevenson, it is these invisible forces, the alliances, the refusals, the careful calculations that reveal the true complexity beneath the spectacle. Tank Davis is changing. The adjustments are visible in his physique, his focus, the team guiding him. Derek James now steps in as head coach, bringing structure and direction. Tank appears stronger, leaner, more precise, yet the absence of figures like Calvin Ford leaves a subtle but significant gap. Discipline in boxing is rarely just physical. It is measured in consistency, in vigilance, in the small choices that can define a night. Even the smallest lapse, moments of distraction, habits carried from outside the gym can have consequences once the bell rings. Shakur Stevenson, on the other hand, presents a different kind of challenge. Fans and analysts debate his place in the sport with an intensity that mirrors the anticipation for the fight itself. His rise has been deliberate, measured, and quietly relentless. Each bout has revealed a fighter who blends speed, timing, and judgment, moving with a control that belies his youth. Observers are beginning to see the full scope of his capacity, not simply as a contender, but as a competitor capable of shaping a generation. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. There is strength in Shakur that is not only physical. Sparring with him reveals a mental acuity, a resilience that mirrors the greats, a determination that refuses to yield even under direct pressure. To stand across from him is to confront both precision and resolve at once. If he defeats Tank, it will be confirmation not only of skill but of focus and endurance over power. If he falters, the cost is reputation itself, a subtle, unforgiving weight. This is the essence of the match, the convergence of preparation and instinct, of experience and audacity, of physical prowess and mental fortitude. It is the rare contest in which every detail, every moment, carries consequences far beyond the immediate outcome. The fight must happen, for the record of this division, for the clarity it promises. The question is no longer who has potential, but who will define it when it matters most. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. For Tank Davis, this fight is more than a contest, it is a measure of legacy. Known for his knockout power, he has long been defined by the force he brings into the ring, the way a single strike can end everything in an instant. But strength alone is no longer sufficient. The division has evolved, and with it, expectations. Tank must show that he is more than a singular talent, that he embodies both precision and adaptability, and that his presence in the ring carries meaning beyond a single moment of violence. There is a history in boxing of figures who define themselves through singular skill: Ali's movement, George's punch, Larry Holmes' jab. Each brought something unique, a signature that shaped how the sport remembers them. Tank's signature has been power, a force that demands respect, a presence that reshapes the rhythm of any fight. Yet even power is tempered by awareness, by the discipline to recognize challenge, by the humility to avoid underestimation. He must lock in, fully and without distraction, for a misstep could erase the advantage that comes from his natural ability. The challenge he faces in Shakur Stevenson is not merely physical. Stevenson is a boxer who moves with intent, whose defense and timing minimize the opportunities for error. To overcome him is to confront an almost intangible obstacle, a fighter who rarely presents a clear target, whose skill demands more than raw force. The question is not whether Tank has power, but whether he can navigate the subtleties of craft, the mental and physical rigor required to prevail against someone who rarely yields. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. And there is an added urgency. Tank's time in the sport is finite. With retirement looming after 2025, every fight becomes a test not only of ability, but of resolve. There is no room for half measures, no margin for error. Beyond ambition, there is introspection, a desire to reconcile the fire that drives him with the life he hopes to shape beyond the ring. He speaks of wanting to be softer, more present, a father fully engaged with his daughters. Yet that same drive, the intensity that fuels him, cannot be extinguished without risk to the very purpose that has defined him. This is what makes the upcoming fight more than a contest. It is a collision of legacy, skill, and self. Each round will not only measure strength, but the weight of choices, the cost of time, and the quiet reckoning that comes from facing the limits of one's own story. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. Tank Davis stands on the edge of his most significant challenge yet. November 15th marks more than a fight. It is a moment that may define the arc of his career. Across the ring, Shakur Stevenson embodies patience and precision. He measures his movements, selecting each strike with care, allowing very little to go unnoticed or unpunished. Every gesture in the ring carries intent, every hit calculated to shift the balance. For Tank, the task is not simply to land punches, but to confront a fighter who refuses easy openings, a competitor whose rhythm and discipline expose even the smallest lapse in judgment. And yet, there is a quiet truth in both men's journeys. Potential has been tested, but the fullest expression of their skill remains unseen. Tank's power is known. What remains to be witnessed is his mastery, his ability to rise above expectation, to demonstrate that he is more than the sum of his force. This fight is a collision of experience, strategy, and legacy. It is not merely about victory, but about understanding. For the audience and for the fighters themselves, the weight of discipline, the cost of underestimation, and the quiet, relentless pursuit of excellence. In the ring, history will watch silently, and only then will the true measure of these fighters be revealed. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos.